Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
He lets it fly. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking when you talk.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Here's a heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
A really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 40.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
This defense talked about it. We want to set the tone. We don't want to give up big plays. First drive, the offense tries to accomplish that. This is a big play offense. Defense does a great job staying at home, staying disciplined, and getting the INT, creating some early momentum in this football game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quick.
Intercepted, the defense has set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it
start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Wow, the quarterback can't believe it. I mean, that was a perfect throw into the end zone. He gave his guy every opportunity to finish the play, and he drops it. And as a result, no touchdown.
Looking to throw at Stockton. Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Using his legs, it's Singleton. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Pena. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. QB draw. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Looking to pass. It's Aller. Flips it out to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Allen.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down on the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That's caught. It's Singleton. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. The ball's free. And the offense will recover, but it's not going to make any difference as they're short of the first down marker.
Yeah, the receiver's got to do it better.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Reynolds. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Allard. He's got it on the move. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Singleton. Makes a move. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Going deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Running free. Touchdown, Dawgz. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's the exact opposite of what this defense drew up in the locker room. You want to stop giving up explosive plays. You want to play deep, make the offense earn it, but play one. They put the ball in the air, down the field. DB can't make a play. Not only that, the run after the catch, a disastrous start for this defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Aller. With the catch, it's Pena. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Finds the tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to throw it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though. And that time, they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
The quick out. Going for the goal line. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback staying in the...
Touchdown, Penn State! They've got the lead here in the 4th. On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. And that pass incomplete, the defense got a hand on it.
I'll tell you what, this defense came to play today. They have been all over the field, using their minds, using their physicality, like affecting the game, limiting points, doing a great job. And look at right here, even when they don't get to the quarterback and they don't get a sack, they get their hands up and they get deflections.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And don't miss the fact there was some heat on that extra point, but he was able to tie it up. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. His drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to throw, it's Aller. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense knows that they're going to have to go horizontal sideline to sideline to stop this offense. Nice job rallying to the running back who catches that swing pass out on the perimeter.
Makes the grab. It's Hudson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Quarterback adapting. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He stopped. Not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job. Forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Looking deep. And it's caught inside the 30. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. The holder will kneel at the 33, a 43-yard attempt for the win. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football. I showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I got to take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Georgia! And they grab the lead here in overtime. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Back to throw, it's Aller. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Had to throw it before he wanted.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. To the air. It's Allard. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Now third and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. On third and long, try to convert through the air. If he houses this, it's ball game.
And what a mistake by the offense. Here in overtime, throwing that interception. They're now going to give the ball to the opponent. All they need is a field goal now to win.
First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Looking for a crease. It's Frazier. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And you see them consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Toss sweep to the left. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
And that'll do it. Ball game called in double OT.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this...
Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision. able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Going to run it. It's Randall. Running to Green. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Klubnik. Floating away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch, it's Davidson. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what?
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Clemson! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored the touchdown. That was big time.
Into the end zone for the 2, and they pushed that lead out to 8. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches in the score. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. There, I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Creates a little space. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the big fella. Smashes through the tackle. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Touchdown, Dawgz! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The hand to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front, but if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Clemson jumps to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Leaves it with the back. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on fourth down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. That may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat. So I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get an easy decision, right? First down.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's not going to make it stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll try the right side. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Bulldogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his tight end. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Fires to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking for space. It's Randall. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Clemson is quick to the line. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Clemson. Fired in from zone for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Wants to pass. He gets into the end zone to convert, and they'll tack on a couple right before the half. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. First play of the drive wants to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Might be calling a hot route. Sends it back in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They'll line up for a second down play. To the air. It's Stockton. He wants to go deep. He's got it on the outside. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Defense looks like they're coming. Wants to throw on first down. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll swing it out to the left. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Clemson jumps to the line.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, fires downfield. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And I think out routes are solely about timing, because that wide receiver is going to get to a point and break it off straight to the sidelines, and you could just tell he put too much mustard on it and just led him a little bit too far.
Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz, I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking for room. It's Davidson. Hard running there. He is stopped well short of the first down marker Let's see what they do on fourth. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Caught over the middle, it's Humphries. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. Brings it in down the left side. All out of space. Touchdown, Georgia. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Randall. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They want that clock to run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Got a man. It's Moore. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. Wants to throw, it's Klubnik. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
You talk about coming up big in a big moment. Nice job by this defense. You had to make something happen. You had to get the football back so you could give your offense a chance to win this game for you. Nice job by the D.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Dawgz! They move on top here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking to throw on first down. He'll throw it. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
Gets rid of it. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete. Down 4 late, they have to convert on fourth down to keep hope alive. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on second down. He's taking the deep shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Here comes Clemson with another first down. To the air on first down. Still looking, on the move. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws toward the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will put toe to leather and will get started. Don't know if the defense will appreciate. Having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Ready, set. They'll go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Finds his man. It's Branch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment
hauls it in, the first down and more. Ripping through the defense. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little rope out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Stockton. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I think quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He makes a catch. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Gain of 27 on the play.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The run game just just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Gonna take a shot. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Quarterback making checks. Trying to keep the drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Makes a catch at the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Oh, he missed it. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Bell. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Now on first down from the 30. Back to pass, it's Stockton. That's caught, it's Bell. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the out.
There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Throwing right. Got his man. Still on his feet. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia.
Man, what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball, and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Tate. Still running at the 40. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Defense wants to bring the heat. Here's the handoff. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks into the open. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. They'll run play action. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into that.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, Georgia.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give on the inside.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
He did not hesitate, going for it on 4th and short from the 49. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Touchdown, Ohio State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies, and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They'll run the screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the Dawgz can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dawgz can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Bell. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I don't know if that was a bust defensively, but there was nobody in the middle of the field that time, making it way too easy for the offense to pick up a chunk play in the middle.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. To the air, it's Stockton. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
One final play before the end of the quarter. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw again. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball is in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dawgz! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. This defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball back one last time. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Quickly to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense showing blitz here. Trying to impose their will with the run. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
A run for the quarterback. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost to you.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys.
All right, there's still life in the opponent because this team just had a chance to pad their lead with that field goal try. They knock it off the post. We've still got a good ball game.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Defense not fooled there in a 2-minute situation. This offense trying to go quick game, trying to catch some blocks to see if they can spring that guy, but the defensive pursuit just too good on that one.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Grabbed over the middle, it's Belt. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Man, that clock is ticking, so we've got to make sure. I understand if I don't get the 1st down, I got to get out of bounds. I think he should have got out of bounds to stop this clock. This offense, they got to hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage, and start running some plays.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted. Got room on the return. The 30. The 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up. But I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Action on first down. Connection to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. He's in open space downfield.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And, man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Defense might bring the house here. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looks like Alabama will pick up the 1st down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these 1st downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. A 3rd and long here. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting the touchdown. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go for and out if they don't convert. Oh, he's got some space. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Dawgz will have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Frazier. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Dawgz pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Unloads it downfield. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Defense looks as if it's coming. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Touchdown Bulldogs. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Looking down the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Gonna take a shot, and it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful in making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run. And you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Looking for the goal line. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to throw, it's Simpson. The short hands, it's Miller. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got him downfield. Oh, there's an out on the left. Touchdown, Bama! He got a step and just dusted the field. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. They were trying to steal a possession. A little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
They'll try the run. Powers through the defender. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Simpson. Makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to throw again. Fires to the right. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up. Touchdown, Alabama! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking for room, it's Frazier. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And offenses nowadays, they really just count numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Stockton. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll take the deep shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They dug themselves out of a 14-0 hole, and now a chance to take the lead on this drive.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Late in the game, as a coach, you're trying to find something that will work. And how about the big fella, the tight end, comes up huge. You needed a play, you found him, and he delivered.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fires to the right. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Frazier. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback may change this route. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be